All right, so it's story time with the BP Hero. I've had this film for a while and been kind of putting it off because I wanted to do an intro that I felt like this video deserved. This bat is something that is kind of near and dear to me for a couple of different reasons. One being, it kind of takes me back to the softball fans days. I've talked about it a bunch of different times. Softball fans means a lot to me. It probably was the reason that I was able to get the start that I did, build the audience and the community that I have. And for that forum, I'll forever be thankful. And kind of one of the big reasons with that is this thing right here, the Combatant. There's a group of us, big Combat fans, and we decided to start our own little group in the Combat forum. We were known as the Combatants, and softball fans was like, hey, you know, let's get in touch with Combat and do something cool. They did it for a couple other brands too, so it wasn't just us. But Don Cooper was affiliated with Combat at the time. Was big time with Combat and was very close to softball fans as well, active on the community and everything else. And basically we pitched it to them as, hey, let them design their own bat. Let's see what we can come up with and kind of let it be something that's special to them. So what we came up with was this bat. We picked the color, we picked the graphics, we picked the color combos. This one obviously has a different grip on it now, but we even picked the color of the grip, the size of the knob, inload balanced, how much inload, what kind of end cap we wanted, what kind of frame do we want it built on. If you can think of it, they were letting us design it. And this is what we came up with. This is one of my favorite bats of all time. Performance and just feeling feedback wise, and also obviously the vibes to go along with it. I really, really like this bat. I had one back in the day, swung it for a long time. And just, you know, I was a shithead. There's really nothing else to say. I got rid of it. So years later, I'm doing these Throwback Thursday bats for you guys, and I'm thinking like, hey, what if I could find one of those? Always just kind of keeping my eye out on the market for some old bats that are cheap, especially some Combats, and I came across this thing, 30 ounce, and if you know me, then you know back in the day, I used to live and die by the 30s. So when I saw this thing, I was like, this is it. This is the one. It's perfect. I picked this thing up, took it out to BP, and I put like 5 swings on it, and I was like, oh no. It was cracked. I could tell by the sound. I could tell by the performance. It was bad news. I threw it on the tester, and the tester kind of confirmed what I was thinking. And it's no doubt it's done for. It's right there underneath the L. I don't know if you can see it. Probably not. But she's toast. So I was pretty bummed out that I wasn't able to film this. My BP partner, Brian, that you see in all the videos, he and I are like best friends. And he knew I was super bummed about this thing. And I said, you know what? I'm keeping this bat anyway, just for the vibes. And I thought that was going to be the end of it, right? Well, lo and behold, Christmas rolls around. Brian comes up with another one. That's right. We've got 2 of them. I'm holding them wrong, and I don't even care. Brian saw one of these cheap, thought, you know what? I'm going to take care of my guy, get us a video in. I can't think of enough. This is a bat I had a ton of fun filming. So much fun. And I really hope you guys enjoy it too. This is a bat that will probably never get sold, as well as the other one, obviously, because it's broken, can't be used. But again, like I said, it's for the OG vibes. So with no further ado, and the Rambotron intro out of the way, let's get to the video. Let you see just the disgusting performance that this thing had. Sorry for the long-winded intro. I like to talk, I like to tell stories, and this was a really cool story that I wanted to tell. So with no further ado, let's get to the action. So if you survived that intro and you made it here, I appreciate you sticking around. I know that was a lot, but I had a story to tell and I needed people to hear it. One thing I did fail to mention is the specs that we did end up going with for the bat. We ended up settling on a U-Trip bat that was inloaded. And if you're familiar with the Combats, you remember them being built on frames. This one was built on the same frame that the Virus Plague and the Supremacies were, I believe, if I remember correctly. Maybe somebody out there could find the information on that, and I'll post it like in the comments down below. I couldn't find it anywhere. I kind of tried to sift through the website and couldn't find what we ended up settling for. I remember Hebrew Hacker sending out the poll to everybody and letting them kind of fill out what they wanted. It was like a multiple choice poll, and then they kind of took everything and put it together, and this is what we ended up with. Absolutely love this bat. Halfway thinking about gaming it next weekend at a tournament that's going to be basically anything but a senior bat, and we're going to be hitting hard balls. So the temptation is there, but I'll probably punk out and get worried about breaking it and not use it. There's not really a whole much more to say here because I took 4 minutes to do an intro. I at least wanted to throw something in here for voiceover. This was recorded really early in the year, but I do want to say thanks to Brian for getting this for me for Christmas, even though it's almost October now. That guy's all right. I don't care what anybody says about him. So I hope you enjoy the video, guys. Thanks for stopping in and checking it out. Swinger in case you hit it. The BP Hero. We'll catch you next time.
Triple on a no, though.
You hit that pitch well. Wow. Not bad. Saw what ball it was. Don't worry about it.